Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
It's Wednesday, September 29, 2021. I'm Odette Campbell. In the news this evening, the Finance Ministry hosting a forum Thursday to get input into shaping 2022 fiscal package. Former Finance Minister warns that it will not be an easy task for whoever gets into office after upcoming general elections. Government allowed the importation of eggs to address a shortage on the local market. COVID-19 survivors urging Grenadians to take steps to prevent themselves from staring death in the face, as has been the case for several persons. College lecturer appointed to the Senate. Grenada Association of Retired Persons pleading for assistance on behalf of senior citizens. And let's cross to Prisca Patterson for sports and a regional look ahead.
In sports, former Cricket West Indies communications officer Imran Khan dies from COVID-19. And in regionals, more St. Lucians test positive for the COVID-19 Delta variant, while Antiguans are told that refrigerated container is now available to store bodies.
We have details of those and other stories after these messages.
Are you a small business and would like your business to grow?
Imran Khan.
Do you have an event, products or services that people should know about? Be wise. Advertise. Book your spot on GBN Shopping Guide. Be part of Grenada's biggest advertising medium, the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Call our sales department now on 440-2446 or 440-3033 or GBN plus the number sign. Email us at sales@gbn.gd. Special conditions apply.
And now for the news in detail. Health officials continue working against the clock, and they believe that they're making some progress as they battle Grenada's first intense wave of COVID-19. Statistics show that the infection rate is slowing down. While they keep fingers crossed that the trend will continue, they are urging people here to do the right thing. Let's get that story from Joseph Kadoa.
Two Grenadian medical doctors based in the United States have returned home to provide humanitarian service to their country as health officials continue the battle against the COVID-19 pandemic. Dr. Morella Alexis and Dr. Karina David are urging people to seek immediate medical care when they are experiencing COVID-related symptoms.
And yes, if your fever is not responsive, you want to go in. If you have severe chest pain, we call it substernal chest pain. So right in the middle of the chest, it just feels like an elephant sitting on your chest. You want to go into the hospital for that. If you're feeling weak, like you can no longer walk, you can no longer get up and complete your daily activities without feeling just too weak and too short of breath, you want to go in for that. If you find you're not making as much urine as you typically do, so usually you'll pee 4 times by now, but you haven't gone to the bathroom at all, that's a reason to go in and seek care. That's a sign of pretty severe dehydration and possibly even kidney damage. There's a wide array of reasons why you should seek care, and I implore you to speak to a healthcare professional. But truly, the ones that we really are concerned about are going to be those shortness of breath symptoms and the severe weakness. Any changes in cognition, so if you're getting confused, you're having word-finding difficulties, you find you're not really understanding what other people are saying, that can be a sign of really low oxygen levels. We want you to go in for that as well.
Both shared a comprehensive list of warning signs. Dr. Alexis is urging Grenadians not to wait until it's too late.
I concur with that, the confusion, like you feel like you're getting a stroke, you can't breathe. If you're getting severe chest pain, I know sometimes with a cough you get chest pain, but if you're having severe chest pain, it's better you come and it be told you, okay, that's okay, then it's something else that could be related to a blood clot from COVID or so. So if you're getting, as Dr. David said, severe shortness of breath, if you're getting chest pain, if you're getting confusion, passing out, as a matter of fact, anything that it's better to come and then we evaluate you and say, it's okay, you can go home, than to stay too late and things don't turn out well for you.
Grenada's latest COVID-19 figures show a total of 1,543 active cases, of which 6 are imported. 34 are new cases. There are 135 recorded deaths and a slight increase in hospitalization by 3, leaving the number of people hospitalized at 73. Joseph Kador, GBN News.
As mentioned in that report, COVID-19 has claimed the lives of 135 people in Grenada thus far, making it impossible for them to be able to share stories of having battled the virus. But for 3 survivors of the deadly coronavirus, their tale is one of being brought to the brink of death. Their stories were shared on GBN's Beyond the Headlines program.
Christopher McCurdy in Jamaica, Wendy Ann Maguire, a registered nurse in Brooklyn, New York, and Richard Boker, a local #1 bus operator in Grenada, are all survivors of COVID-19. The 2 male and lone female say the effects of the virus is one they will not wish on their worst enemy, as the pain and agony experienced were a lot to bear. They spoke of some of their symptoms.
Because I was weak, I had already lost my sense of smell, my sense of taste, terrible headache, and I took my shortness of breath. As the days go by, I started having more and more symptoms to the point where I realized that I was having pneumonia.
It was a painful experience. The headache was not something nice. The bad belly, the fever it's not a nice experience.
Well, I had fever, I'm sorry. I didn't have the runny nose that everybody spoke about. I didn't have the other bowels and diarrhea and headache and all that stuff. All I had was a heavy fever, a high fever. And of course, that high fever comes with the chills.
The survivors explained that getting the medical attention needed was difficult, as the hospitals and healthcare centers were overwhelmed. Wendy Ann Maguire explained that even as a health practitioner, she was told there was nothing they could do for her. She and McCurdy spoke of a time when they thought they were at the end.
The next day he came back and he said to me, there isn't anything we can do for you. We gave you the medication. We tried everything. We will have to discharge you and you would have to go home and fight for yourself. I pleaded and I begged with him. I said, please stop. I can't. I said, I can't even walk. At this time, I was pooping on myself. I was peeing on myself. I couldn't eat. I couldn't do anything. And he said to me, we need the bed. That's how he said it. He said, we need the bed. We have to send you home.
I felt sometimes out of it. There were times when I felt like this was the end of it. I remember vividly, there was a moment when I didn't want anybody to leave the room. I didn't want anybody to go.
Richard Boker, Wendy Ann Maguire, and Christopher McCurdy all kicked COVID-19 to the curb and won the battle. They spoke of the key things that helped them to survive.
Being in a situation where there is support, people you can talk to. One of the things when you have COVID is that you want to speak to somebody, you want to talk to somebody because you feel lonely. And I think that's what contributes to a lot of the death.
When you're home with your family, they might still have a chance. Somebody will pass and look, you will call them, they will still drop something. And in Grenada, we have a love because majority everybody in Grenada live with a family. So my mom and them upstairs, I'm downstairs by myself. So they was bringing the hubs, taking care of me, great up what I great up, I was doing my regular scheme.
I don't know how I survived. I really don't know how I survived. To be honest, like I said, I think it's God. That's the only reason why I think I'm here. because to be honest, I didn't think I was going to come back.
Vaccines were not available at the time when both Maguire and McCurdy got sick, but they ensured they got vaccinated when it became available. For GBN News, Janelle McDonald.
Grenada has numerous political parties, all eager for an opportunity to manage the country's affairs. Having crossed the halfway mark towards another constitutionally due general election in 2023, these entities are oiling their machineries. However, our former finance minister is warning that it will not be a bed of roses for whoever takes over the reins of government.
Former Finance Minister Nazim Burke says the political party to form the next government will face an uphill task as he looks at the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. He said the country is facing a national challenge that will continue to impact the entire population.
And I say, listen, whoever takes this country now in the aftermath of COVID to lead it and to try to restore the economy and the society is going to have a challenge of their life. You know, this is not just another economic recession. This is not 2010. This is a problem in which the economy has sunk by, as we said earlier, perhaps more.
Burke believes that if the ruling government speaks honestly with the Grenadian people, they will work with the country's leaders on a path to recovery.
The situation has not improved. A lot of people are hurting. A lot of people are out of work, quite apart from the health and life and health issues. That people are feeling very insecure about the economic situation and how they're going to move from here. And it's going to require a government with leadership, with vision, with sincerity to talk to the people and let them know where we are. What are some of the challenges? Don't mislead them. Don't lie to them. Don't be insincere, and be transparent. It's going to require honesty at the political level and at the leadership level.
Burke, who demitted office as political leader of the National Democratic Congress 3 months after he led the party to a crushing defeat to Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell's New National Party in 2018, maintains that he was not pushed out by anyone. Burke may not have the answers to all of Grenada's problems, but he has at least one answer.
I am not trying to force myself on anybody. My view was I stepped away from politics because I felt, let's give the party a chance to find somebody, choose somebody else, and let the people come to their own conclusions. They will realize, I believe, that I am not Grenada's problem. I never was Grenada's problem. I am not Grenada's problem.
In making suggestions on the way forward, Burke says land use, agriculture and fishing are important aspects that government must give priority. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
As Mr. Burke peeks into the looking glass for the forecast down the road economically, the government gets ready for the short to medium term. It will prepare for the 2022 budget tomorrow by hosting a virtual 3-hour consultation. The acting Chief Corporate Communications Officer in the Ministry of Finance, Mrs. Ruth Roberts, spoke with our news desk via telephone today, outlining the framework for the consultation.
After an opening ceremony that will feature remarks from Prime Minister Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell and the Minister of Finance Honorable Gregory Bowen, breakout groups will engage in discussion on elements of the budget, including health and wellness, education, training needs and linkages to the work environment, youth empowerment, digital transformation, social protection and security, economic growth and transformation, and the competitive business environment, among others.
If you wish to have a say when the consultation is being held, you'll need to register before the session begins.
Now, in order to ensure appropriate placement based on the area of interest, invitees are kindly asked to register now. You can register right now using the link provided on the website finance.gd by noon on Thursday. That is to make sure that you are placed in the area that you are interested in. Persons are also strongly encouraged to sign onto the Zoom meeting using their full names and or the name of their organization at least 10 minutes before the consultation begins.
And you may want to log in to get to have your say. This is Network News. Still to come from us, the government allowed importation of eggs to address a shortage on the local market. And there's a new face in the Senate. That person replaces Mr. Roland Bowler. We'll tell you who that is. Do stay with us.
Dear customer, please help us limit the potential impact of COVID-19. If you have cold, flu, or COVID-19 symptoms, please postpone your visit to Grenlec. We recommend using online banking to make payments, available through Co-op Bank, Republic Bank, and FCIB. You can also use check drop boxes at each of our locations. For bill balances and other information, call 237. For additional support, email customersupport@grenlec.com.
Republic Bank remains committed to providing all its valued customers with high quality and personalized service in a safe and comfortable environment. In order to maintain COVID-19 protocols while serving you, it has become necessary to arrange an appointment with your relationship officer or the customer service representative at your branch for the following products and services: loans, overdrafts, credit cards, new accounts to include savings, checking, certificate of deposit, and foreign currency, reactivation of dormant accounts, and private banking for existing customers only. You may also log on to our website, complete the application form for the service required, and submit via email to your specific branch. Requests for appointment can also be emailed to customerservice@republicgrenada.com or via private message on our Facebook page. For private banking service, kindly contact your specific branch via telephone. We look forward to welcoming you.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, Flow has been the leading telecommunications provider for decades. As we continue to work for you, we are modernizing our fixed network and transitioning all customers to our latest technology. By the end of 2021, the new network offers customers faster speeds, better quality, and a more reliable service experience with faster fault detection and repair time. Upgrading to the new network is free. Just visit any of our retail outlets. Look out for sales agents in your community. Call our virtual store at 444-3569 or send us a text via WhatsApp at 407-3569. Remember, as we transition to our new network, we are simultaneously shutting down our older network. To avoid service interruption, arrange to make your move to the new network as soon as possible. Flow, committed to connecting our communities.
The croton scale insect, a new threat to our agricultural production, is now creating major damage to several plants. Mango, soursop, plums, guava, avocado, and crotons are among the main ones affected. Excessive sooty mold, black blight, is associated with this pest. Take action now. Cut and burn infested fruits and shoots. Do not move infested materials to other areas. Treat with horticultural oils and recommended insecticides. Request assistance from the Ministry of Agriculture. Follow all safety protocols when burning trash or applying pesticides. A message from the Ministry of Agriculture.
Babies well after an emergency or disaster. Infants 6 months and older need clean, safe, complementary foods along with breast milk to meet their nutrient needs. Continue to breastfeed while gradually introducing foods one at a time from various food groups. A message from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council in collaboration with the Ministry of Health with support from the Pan American Health Organization.
Ridgeway Residences, a modern, exclusive residential community offered by Ariza. Purchase one of our completely built houses or let us build for you by simply choosing your lot, choosing your home design from our selection, and let us do the rest. home does not have to be a frustrating process. For more information, contact Ariza Credit Union on 415-0994 or send us an email on info@ridgewayresidences.gd. Ridgeway Residences, hassle-free home ownership.
Beep disinfectant spray is certified by a U.S. EPA compliant lab to kill the coronavirus that causes COVID-19. Beep disinfectant spray is now available in a convenient travel-sized can that travels everywhere with you. Beep for a happy, healthy home.
And leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here even when the future seems unclear, because one thing is certain. You're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
And welcome back. Another step was taken today toward enhancing food security. Rena Pear-Thomas tells us about the project being initiated by the European Union.
The initiative seeks to enhance Grenada's national quality infrastructure to strengthen the country's obligation to the World Trade Organization in the area of sanitary measures for food safety. Grenada is the sixth beneficiary of the CARIFORUM European Union Economic Partnership Agreement, financed by the 11th European Development Fund and administered by the Caribbean Development Bank. The island will receive €236,000 in grant from CDB to implement the project. Director of the Grenada Bureau of Standards, Robert Medford, tells us more.
Under this project, we would see building of capacities in hazard analysis critical control points, HACCP, and post-harvesting handling techniques. In addition to support capacity building, we will see improvement in the actual physical infrastructure. In addition, this project would also support our efforts in how having a comprehensive program for the effective implementation of the Exportation of Fresh Produce Act, thus assuring all of our trading partners that the quality of produce coming from Grenada, as I said before, is of the highest quality and safe, thus having a positive impact on the livelihood of our citizens.
The project will create better marketing opportunities for local farmers. Director of the project department at CDB, Daniel Best, spoke of how the project will benefit Grenada.
This project also builds on earlier EU funding initiatives implemented by the bank in Grenada by further strengthening food safety management systems with emphasis on agri-foods. CDB, through this undertaking, will help to improve Grenada's agri-food system infrastructure and equip agriculture value chain actors and stakeholders with necessary resources. Improved systems will be assured through capacity building in hazard analysis critical control point and improved management of post-harvest losses from production to processing.
The Marketing and National Importing Board is one of the main beneficiaries of the project and will receive 3 refrigerated trucks to create better storage for fresh fruits. Chief Executive Officer at MNIB, Afia Joseph, explains.
Increasing our national export of fresh produce and value-added products continue to be a strategic focus for the Marketing and National Importing Board. This injection, I must say, from our team, it's like a dream come true. Refrigerated trucks. This resource will add support to be able to access our farmlands and increase the ease of access between MNIB and our valued farmers, while ensuring that we increase the quality assurance that our export customers are looking forward to.
The Grenada Bureau of Standards and the Ministry of Agriculture will benefit from training in the areas of hazard analysis, critical control points, and post-harvest handling techniques. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear-Thomas reporting.
And while the food security project is being launched, we're being told about a shortage of eggs. The notification came today via a press statement from the Government Information Service. As we'll hear in this report, it's apparent that the shortage has been triggered by a resuscitation of tourism-related businesses.
The Ministry of Agriculture says it is taking in collaboration with the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Consumer Affairs, engaged the Grenada Association of Poultry Producers and other stakeholders, and has identified a number of interim measures to address the shortage of eggs on the local market. Preliminary information has confirmed a shortage of eggs, which is attributed to the widespread impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. Given the increasing demand for eggs for the hotel and tourism sector, as well as individual households, some interim measures will be instituted. These include collaborating with the Ministry of Trade to allow for the temporary importation of eggs to help alleviate the current shortage, partnering with the Grenada Association of Poultry Producers to conduct an assessment to determine the level of readiness for egg production, assisting the association to return to pre-pandemic production levels, and engaging with stakeholders of the poultry subsector to develop a mechanism to mitigate against any potential future shortage of eggs. Cherry and Blackburn Stephen, GBN News.
And moving along this evening, the Grenada Association for Retired Persons needs your help. It wants volunteers to reach out to elderly people who may find it difficult to cope during this period. We get details in this story.
The executive body of the Grenada Association for Retired Persons, GAP, says the COVID situation has left their members in a compromising position that has placed many lives at risk. President of GAP, Nicholas Snag, in speaking to GBN, explained that many senior citizens in Grenada are more vulnerable than ever and are lacking essential items that they need to survive. While the association works along with many of the organizations that care for the elderly, Snag says items such as gloves, hand sanitizers, and even testing strips are not available. He is calling on the general public to help where they can.
We do a soup kitchen, so we'll be looking for a soup containers with covers. If you have any of those in some type of box, maybe you were planning an event, it didn't happen, and you have it just stored up there and you want to donate it to the risk, gladly accepted. Another thing that helps seniors to cope, believe it or not, is word puzzle book. The brain, you need to keep the brain sharp. Yeah? So all of those things, yeah? And like I said, small things, right? Imagine you're diabetic and you need to keep track of your insulin and your blood levels. How do you do that? You don't have a pencil, you don't have a pen, you don't have a notebook to write it in. That's those things, like I keep saying, is what we need.
The president is also calling on caregivers and family members to be responsible and follow all necessary protocols to prevent the spread of the virus to the elderly.
You cook a meal, why don't you just share with that neighbor? Put it in a nice bowl, present it nicely, and bring it to them and share a meal with them. Have a meal with them. How about that? Have a conversation with them. Yeah? The whole idea of this thing is for us to love each other and care for each other. This is what I think is what we need to do.
Members of the public are also encouraged to give an elderly person a call as a means of reassuring them that someone cares. Despite all the challenges faced, President Snag is sending the elderly community a sense of hope for survival through the COVID pandemic.
There is hope, and I want to, this is my message this morning to our people. There is hope. There is hope. Yeah? Whether you believe in God, whatever spirituality you subscribe to, there is hope. There is hope in the medical community. There is hope in the foods and the exercise and things we are to do to help protect ourselves. They have given us all the tools we need to protect ourselves. So that there is hope.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
And this is Network News. A community college lecturer takes his oath of allegiance to serve in the Senate. That's right after this message.
Everybody get ready, because on Sunday, October 3rd from 6 p.m., the 29th edition of Waggity Virtual Bingo is on. And this time you can win a whopping $10,000 US. And it's only $10 US per ticket. What do you win? waiting for? Invite a friend. Tell them all about the fun and excitement when you play Wagity Virtual Bingo. Get your tickets from gotofed.com or numerous box offices island-wide in Grenada. All overseas players, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. Sunday, October 3rd. Join the fun online. Play Wagity Virtual Bingo. Remember,
it's the new way to play bingo.
The Country Cold Store wishes to advise our wholesale customers and the general public that our wholesale operation, which includes our office at St. David and our sales trucks and delivery service, will be closed and unavailable on Thursday, September 30th, 2021 to facilitate our annual stock-taking exercise. Our wholesale operations will resume on Friday, October 1st. We wish to advise, however, that our retail outlet or mini-mart will not be closed for this process and will remain open on Thursday, September 30th. We apologize for any inconvenience caused and wish to thank our customers for their cooperation and understanding. Country Cold Store, frozen, solid, progressive.
We are all essential in the fight against COVID-19.
At Courts, we're doing our part and we encourage you to stay at home, stay safe, and shop online at www.shopcourts.com.
For added convenience, our Courts online customers will receive free delivery and get up to 20% off televisions, appliances, and homewares. Plus, if you shop with Ready Finance, you will pay nothing down for 60 days. Now, you can stay home, shop online, and save.
Remember, do the essential. Wear a mask, wash your hands, practice social distancing, stop the spread.
Just a reminder, the global pandemic is not over. Office pros and markers are still here to protect you. Available are several versions of touchless hand sanitizer and hand soap dispensers, dispenser stands, paper towel and toilet paper dispensers, and thermometers. Also available, hand sanitizing gel, sanitizing solution, hand soap, Lysol products, face masks, and gloves, all offered at the best price on the market and backed by a full warranty and protection plan with free installation. We are located on the Woodlands Main Road. Call Office Pros on 444-2393 or Markers on 439-2393. You can also visit the Facebook page for more information. And never forget to remember, I, Mr. Markers, would never forsake you. Believe that.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Let's get tough on breed your larceny. It will destroy our economy. Larceny threatens our food security. Can hurt us locally, hurt us globally. To all the buyers, ask for license from all produce sellers. To all people, 400 for police for them thieving fellas. To all farmers, don't steal produce from your brother. Then you sell it to traffickers, hotels, and street vendors. Nah, man. Let's do all we can to stop breed larceny. New vigilance, new laws, and a tough judiciary. Stop Grenada's organized business crime. It's time.
To report breed larceny, call 300.
citizens.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, Flow has been the leading telecommunications provider for decades. As we continue to work for you, we are modernizing our fixed network and transitioning all customers to our latest technology. By the end of 2021, the new network offers customers faster speeds, better quality, and a more reliable service experience with faster fault detection and repair time. Upgrading to the new network is free. Just visit any of our retail outlets. Look out for sales agents in your community. Call our virtual store at 444-3569 or send us a text via WhatsApp at 407-3569. Remember, as we transition to our new network, we are simultaneously shutting down our older network. To avoid service interruption, arrange to make your move to the new network as soon as possible. Flow, committed to connecting our communities.
And welcome back. Before the break, we did tell you that we've let you know who the new senator is. Well, Victor Philip has been appointed by the government to replace Senator Roland Bowler in the Senate. Philip, a former lecturer at the TA Community College, took the oath of office virtually. He will take the seat temporarily occupied by Mr. Bowler. As we mentioned, Mr. Bowler had returned to Parliament to take up senatorial duties as a replacement for former Senator Kim George. She had tendered her resignation to focus on her career as a lawyer. Philip is expected to be officially sworn in at the next sitting of the Senate. And tonight, we're crossing over to our citizen journalist submission. Let's see what's captured through GBN ISO.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISO is brought to you by Clearvision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clearvision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clearvision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
ISO reporter's lens captured this long, tuberous crop cassava. Cassava, also called manioc, is a critically important food crop throughout the tropical and subtropical regions of the world. Toxic cyanide-producing sugar derivatives, known as cyanogenic glucosides, occur in varying amounts in most varieties. Historians say this did not stop the indigenous peoples from consuming cassava, as they developed a complex refining system to remove the poison by grating, pressing, and heating the tubers. Today, cassava is prepared and eaten in various ways, with baking and boiling being the most common methods. It has been found to be a good source of dietary fiber, as well as vitamin C, thiamine, magnesium, and potassium. We thank our ISO reporter for this submission. Continue to send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
And very interesting there, cassava. We need to get a little bit more of that into that. Looking ahead to what's happening in the wide and wonderful world of sports and also in our Out and About the region, let's hear from Prisca Patterson.
In sports,
Former Cricket West Indies Communications Officer Imran Khan dies from COVID-19. And in regionals, more St. Lucians test positive for the COVID-19 Delta variant, while Antiguans are told that refrigerated container is now available to store bodies.
It's your summer everything loan from the Communal. Borrow up to $10,000 for all your needs. School supplies, staycation, home renovations, appliances or furniture. You can have it all with a summer everything loan. With competitive interest rates and same-day approvals, you can't beat this loan special. Not a member? Join today to get onto this exciting offer. It's your summer everything loan from the Communal. Apply today and take advantage of this exciting offer. Visit the nearest Communal branch or call us at 440-1755 for more information. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 for 18-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Hills and Valley Pharmacy offers both wholesale and retail pharmaceutical and over-the-counter products. We have the most competitive and affordable prices. We are the agents for Vit Plus multivitamin for healthy everyday lifestyle and Sonatogen powder. Hills and Valley Pharmacy supplies the best quality, name brand clinical products such as Rescue Oil, Bio Oil, Neutrogena, Aveeno, and Clarisil. We offer the most convenient opening hours. Our telephone numbers are 435-6904 or 6903. Remember, at Hills and Valley Pharmacy, your health is our business. We care.
Now open, Hills and Valley Medicare Center, your one-stop for medical supplies, massage therapy, physiotherapy, and an in-house physician. At Hills and Valley, your health is our business. Looking for a professional team offering around-the-clock, private and confidential nursing, medical care, and aid services? Then look no further. Nurses Care Grenada is a fully certified, insured, and licensed healthcare facility committed to the reduction and eventual elimination of healthcare disparities affecting the nation. Our registered nurses will visit you at your home, assess your condition, and provide the required treatment under the directive of a doctor. So why worry when there's Nurses Care Grenada? Give us a call, 406-3928. Nurses Care, reliable, trusted professionals we can all depend on. Once upon a time, we shopped at Wonderland, and then Neverland. But we're all grown up now and no longer believe in fairy tales. So now we just shop at Shoes R Us. At Shoes R Us, we stock the latest in shoes, tops, and jeans for the fashion-conscious lady. We also carry colognes and much, much more. And for the modern trendy male, we have the latest brand name shoes and sneakers, Converse, Reebok, Nike, K-Swiss, Puma, and much more. So check us out at our two convenient locations, Melville Street in St. George and Ben Jones Street in Granville. At Shoes R Us, we say, come shop with us.
West Indies Cricket Board's Corporate Communications Officer, Imran Khan, has died of COVID-19. Khan contracted the virus earlier this month and died on Tuesday in his native country, Guyana. More details in this report.
A sad day in the cricketing fraternity with the news of the passing. Well, that's a former West Indies Corporate Communications Officer, Imran Khan, from COVID-19. Khan first joined the then West Indies Cricket Board as media officer for the West Indies men's team and performed the role with distinction for 5 years. He passed away in his native Guyana. Khan later left the West Indies cricket to get into politics in Guyana, where he served as head of communications for the Alliance for Change. That's the opposition in Guyana. The CWI today expressed its sincerest condolences to his wife and family.
With their first match of the T20 World Cup less than 1 month away, there are several injury concerns with players in the first 15 of the West Indies senior men's team. We share more in this report.
The biggest party in sport, the CPL, was played in just 17 days this year due to accommodations for the IPL and the T20 World Cup. While this offered loads of extra entertainment, it did take its toll on several players. During match 15, Dwayne Bravo sustained a groin injury while bowling and was unable to complete his 4-over spell. Even when his team, the Patriots, took to the crease, he did not enter the ground to bat, which suggested that it was a tremendous concern. He experienced a similar injury last year before the New Zealand tour. Fast forward to the final, where Evan Lewis sustained a shoulder injury while attempting a diving save on the boundary. Lewis is no stranger to injuries, but he has shown that his recovery time is quite short as he lined up for the Rajasthan Royals for the second phase of the IPL as a replacement player and took the field as the opening batsman. While those two injuries are of serious concern, both Bravo and Lewis's rehabilitation seems to be right on track. However, the major blow is big-hitting all-rounder Andre Muscle Russell, who went down in a recent game for the Kolkata Knight Riders, where he appeared to have suffered a hamstring injury. Russell has suffered a multitude of injuries that kept him out of action for countless games in the past. The harshness of this injury is yet to be made public, but Cricket West Indies said they will be hoping for the best, as he is an integral part of the squad to defend their T20 title.
Kieron Pollard's all-round show and Hardik Pandya's blistering batting form were the real positives for Mumbai Indians in their 6-wicket win over the Punjab Kings in match number 42 of IPL 2021. This was held in Sheikh Zayed Stadium, Abu Dhabi.
Kolkata Knight Riders won the toss and sent the Delhi Capitals into bat. Steve Smith and Shikhar Dhawan got them off to a cracking start. Dhawan got the bulk of the runs as he got to 24, but with the score on 35, he was the first to go. And Sunil Narine continued to show form, removing Shreyas Iyer. Rishabh Pant shared in a 33-run partnership with Smith, but when that partnership was broken with the score on 77, the match turned in favor of KKR. Venkatesh Iyer and Narine were too troublesome to get away, as no other batsman made more than 10 runs. Capitals eventually stumbled to 127 for 9. In reply, the Capitals had no intentions of letting this match slip away. Iyer fell for 14, and they were grabbing wickets frequently. However, where did the Knight Riders succeed that the Capitals failed? Well, they had Nitish Rana and a dicey Sunil Narine down the order. Narine hit a crucial 21 off 10 balls before he got out 4 runs from the victory target. KKR winning the match by 3 wickets. They're into the top 4, and despite the defeat, the Capitals remain in second. In the other match, Mumbai Indians got a vital win against the Punjab Kings. Kieron Pollard took 2 wickets bowling. He removed KL Rahul for 21, and the universe boss Chris Gayle was the other out for just 1. Punjab Kings getting to 135 for 6.
Should be taken.
Pollard then returned with the bat to hit 15 not out to take his team to the victory target after Sarab Tiwari top scored with 45. They won the match by 6 wickets.
And that's it for our sporting segment. Still ahead is our One Caribbean hookup. Stay with us. for adherence to the Health Ministry's COVID-19 guidance measures come as St. Lucia receives confirmation of more Delta-positive COVID-19 infections. The ongoing fourth wave, according to the health officials, was likely triggered by the introduction of the Delta variant into St. Lucia in July. In the last 8 weeks, more than 60 people have died from the COVID-19 related complications.
The Health Ministry is giving the public a front row seat to witness the daily struggles at the respiratory hospital, the island's designated medical institution for COVID-19 admissions. Patients, some hooked up to respirators and other breathing aids, are sharing their ordeals from their hospital beds. The respiratory hospital is packed with dozens of patients like Cooper. On September 27th, 14 people were listed in severe and critical condition. The Health Ministry is currently managing more than 1,400 active COVID-positive cases. A makeshift ward was recently constructed to house excess respiratory hospital patients. The explosion of COVID-19 infections is linked to the emergence of the Delta variant, first detected on island back in July. Since then, a total of 12 people have officially tested positive for the deadlier Delta variant. However, that number could be exponentially higher due to a major testing gap. A fourth wave of the domestic pandemic, which the Health Ministry says began on July 25th, has since claimed more than 60 lives, making it the deadliest phase of the COVID crisis to date. The toll on respiratory hospital staff has been as debilitating as it is strenuous to manage what seems to be a never-ending flow of sick patients.
Antigua now has access to a refrigerated container for the storage of bodies if required. However, it remained unused up to this afternoon as efforts continue to ensure that funeral homes can have more space. Rajib Aparicio reports.
This storage container represents the grim reality the country is facing. COVID-19 related deaths continue to rise. Over 50 people are in hospital and 10 are considered severe. In an effort to prevent the possibility of there being more bodies than room, the Ministry of Health has retrofitted this container and will use it as a temporary storage facility.
Celeste Bird Medical Center Medical Director Dr. Albert Duncan says the decision came after funeral homes announced they had reached capacity over the weekend.
The government quickly sprang into action and tried to get a refrigerated container should this become the norm going forward. We haven't really used it to some extent right now. We have got a few autopsies out of the way, and the funeral homes probably have some more space right now.
He warns the Celeste Bird Medical Center is seeing an increasing number of people exhibiting severe symptoms of COVID-19.
Most of the patients who have come to the hospital now are coming under 10 days after the seasons have started, and they're more severe. Most of them are getting intervention with ventilators or high oxygen flow coming to the gate.
The Infectious Disease Center, he adds, is also treating COVID-19 positive patients. But what of the recently opened Sir Cothwin Lake Medical Center? That facility is yet to admit any patients. Dr. Duncan explains utilizing the Nugent Avenue facility would greatly increase the strain on the hospital's human resource.
We were supposed to get some additional staff to go to that MTTC center. That has not materialized yet. So at the present time, we have not used that yet. But we're kind of lucky that we had some extra beds and we were able to discharge a few patients. So it's not as tight as we thought it would be.
Rakib Aparicio reporting for ABS News.
Cuba has lifted a ban on small and medium-sized private businesses as the communist state gradually loosens its grip on the economy after last month's widespread protests. The coronavirus pandemic has badly affected its ailing economy, already weakened by U.S. sanctions. The new laws allow businesses with up to 100 workers to operate. Al Jazeera's Lucia Newman reports.
For more than half a century, Cuba's communist economy has been frozen in time and not running nearly as well as these iconic vintage cars, dating back to before the 1959 revolution. But now, at last, the government is opening the door for Cubans like Carlos Miguel Perez to start small to medium-sized private companies with up to 100 employees. Pettis is the director and founder of Dofleni, a software company that until now has been unable to expand and export its products. 53 years ago, Fidel Castro eliminated all vestiges of private businesses. Eventually, as the economy floundered, individual entrepreneurs were allowed to open family restaurants and rent rooms, which could be opened or closed at a whim. But in July, unprecedented mass demonstrations against economic hardships convinced Communist Party leaders to finally move forward with wider reforms. A recognition that their model of total state control of the economy had failed to deliver the goods. It's a novel idea in Cuba, but entrepreneurs like Carlos Miguel Perez face problems, such as obtaining finance in a country that's bankrupt, bypassing red tape, and above all, increasingly tough U.S. economic sanctions. But despite all the difficulties, he's counting on the same Cuban ingenuity that has kept these cars going for so long to help his island nation swim through these uncharted waters. Lucia Newman, Al Jazeera.
This brings us to the end of our regional news segment. As we cross back to Odette Campbell for a recap of tonight's top stories, I'm wishing you a lovely evening.
Recapping the main points this evening, Finance Ministry hosting forum Thursday to get input into shaping 2022 fiscal package. It will be held from 6 in the evening until 9. You need to register ahead of time if you'd like to participate. Former Finance Minister Nazim Burke warns that it will not be an easy task for whoever gets into office after upcoming general elections. Government to allow the importation of eggs to address a shortage on the local market. COVID-19 survivors urge Grenadians to take steps to prevent themselves from staring death in the face, as has been the case for several of them. College lecturer appointed to the Senate, and Grenada Association for Retired Persons pleading for assistance on behalf of senior citizens. And taking a look at what's happening around the region, more St. Lucians test positive for COVID-19 Delta variant, while Antiguans are told that refrigerated container is now available to store the bodies of persons who succumbed to the COVID-19 virus. And in sports this evening, we heard the sad news that the former West Indies communications officer, Imran Khan, has died from COVID-19. That's the news this evening. I'm Odette Campbell. Just in case you missed any part of this newscast, remember you can always catch up with us on our social media platforms. We've got a YouTube channel as well as a GBN Facebook page. And if you have any submissions to make to the GBN ISO portal, you can do so via WhatsApp 405-3052. On behalf of the entire news team, I'm Odette Campbell. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks for choosing GBN.